They look upon the United States with no other feeling than hatred. A crusade against this foul horde would soon put an end to their sway.
Newspaper editors quickly answered Drummond's call for an anti-Mormon crusade. Sensational stories claimed to tell the shocking truth about life in Utah. Lurid tales of rampant polygamy, of old men marrying teenage girls, and of contempt for American laws. In reality, only about 1/4 of Mormon men were polygamous. But for America, even one polygamous Mormon was too many. As the 1856 presidential election drew near, the nation called for decisive action against Brigham Young and his sinister sex cult. On September 12, 1857, one day after the Mountain Meadows Massacre, Isaac Haight, John Doyle Lee, and William Dame visited the site of the killings. Scattered across the landscape were 120 putrefying bodies, stripped naked by plundering Indians, filling
Mormons
with the stench of death. Years later, John Doyle Lee recalled William Dame's reaction as he saw with his own eyes the carnage his orders had wrought.
Colonel Dame was silent for some time. He looked all over the field and was quite pale, and looked uneasy and frightened. He said, "I did not think there were so many of them."
Lee, Haight, and Dame agreed that no one must ever know the truth about what had happened at Mountain Meadows.
It was Dame who said he had seen the naked women's bodies, and they all had the unclean disease, and there wasn't a drop of innocent blood among any of them. It doesn't matter if his name is Romney or Reed or Stuart Udall. If you're going to vote for a Mormon, you're voting for an agenda. We know that politicians will say or do anything anyhow, but a Mormon politician lays his manhood at the feet of this hierarchy and does its bidding for what he perceives to be a sense of power. You know, what are those words? Fanaticism, adultery, bigamy, polygamy, secret hidden agendas, marvelous revelations, declarations. If you're a political Freemason, someone like Orrin Hatch, who's Mormon, or someone Gerald Ford or George Bush, you say or do anything. Well, believe it or not, the agenda of Mormonism at the highest levels politically is no different than the agenda of George Bush, both Clinton, Obama.
In a series of scathing letters published in the Eastern press, he relentlessly attacked the Latter-day Saints.
They look upon the United States with no other feeling than hatred. A crusade against this foul horde would soon put an end to their sway.
Only about 1/4 of Mormon men were polygamous. Engineer Heber C. Kimball spoke for a defiant people.
I have been driven 5 times, been broken up, and my goods robbed from me. And I have been afflicted almost to death. I will fight until there is not a drop of blood in my veins. Good God! I have wives enough to whip the United States.